Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot, replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best of life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, Sizzling Simply Sexy E. Hey, E.
Hey, boo thing.
How you doing?
Wonderful.
Good. What's with the lip gloss? I'm just trying to figure out what's going
I always
on.
keep it shining. You know, these wonderful, luscious lips that my parents put together and created. I thank them so much for them.
Yeah, we do too, especially when you make them sparkle, glisten, and shine like that. We love that.
Don't encourage this. I'm gonna just whatever. Okay. Hi.
Sitting next to Simply E, we have my other co-host, my other partner in crime, Pretty Precious Bonner. Hey, Precious, how you doing?
Hey, Jay.
How are you?
I'm good.
Don't let her rub off on you. The madness is real around this table.
No, so she's mean. She steals stuff.
Who's me? What did I steal?
My phone.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Well, you all, thank you so much for tuning in. You are listening to the J Spot. We are affectionately known as Three the Hard Way. Now, Alvin, he's not in tonight. So tonight, because Alvin sometimes, he'll sneak and give us a little look like, you know what, y'all just doing too much. Y'all just going too far. We need that, but it's not going to happen tonight because, again, Alvin is out tonight. So, yeah, it's a free reign, free fall tonight.
Yes.
So you all, please do me a favor. Go to our page and like our Facebook page at the J Spot. Twitter at J Spot Radio. Also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. Want to thank you so much, Grown and Sexy Conversations with Jay. You guys are rocking. I mean, it's really getting hot up in there. So, man, it's really, I'm going to need a fan up in there. But, thank you all so much for all of your support. Thank you, the J Spot page.
Yes.
Thank you so much, 180 Real Talk Chicago.
Yes.
Thank you, 30 and Up Doing Us. Hey, Tyson Smith. Thank you, Pit Live.
Thank you, Pit.
Lori, Press, all your aliases. Thank you all so much.
I was thinking like 3 days in my head.
Right, for one person.
Yes.
So all of y'all, thank you so much. Is there any other groups that I missed?
Kickback. Corner. Simply E's Corner. Kickback, man. Thank you so much, Kickback.
Real Talk
Questions. Thank you so much, Questions.
We Petty. Goodness. I love We Petty. They do us awesome.
Black Love and Passion. Group. Oh yes, that's the group. Thank you.
Thank you all.
See, I can't. I only know the ones that I actively participate in.
Thank you so much, Aaron Muhammad and Akira's Praline Candy Shop. Delicious pralines. As you see, one of the pralines are missing. I ain't gonna say what happened to that praline, but I'm quiet because he's looking a certain way. So okay,
I'll tell you who did. I ain't scared. I'll tell you who did it. Because you know what they say, snitches get stitches. Well, let me tell you, that's what I pay my insurance for. Now, they say stitches. Hey, I got some real good insurance. I pay that deductible. So, hey, I'm good to go. Stitch me up because I'm snitching. You know what? I want to mention, wait a minute, since we're talking about pralines and everything, you all, let me tell you, I experienced this week with the coffee. Let me give Let me give a disclaimer. Okay,
on the petty couch.
No, it's not. This is gonna help somebody. Okay, I was on my way. First of all, 5 o'clock. Anything earlier than 8 o'clock is an ungodly hour to get up in. Okay. So if you're getting up at that time before that, just know that you're operating basically on autopilot. So you're not really going on around you. So I'm minding my own Baptist business.
Really?
Let me tell you something.
Praise them.
Business. I'm making my stop at my favorite sponsoring, so I'm not plugging. Okay. Up in there, 6 o'clock. Okay. And so I walk in, there's a lady standing right in front. Now, typically when I walk in, they got me. They already know I love it like that. They have it ready. Today, the lady, wait, there's a holdup. Somebody's in front of me. Okay, I wasn't used to that. Okay, had to wait. So the lady, she's standing there at the counter, and she's like, can you tell me, and she's umming, guys, what size coffee do you guys have? I said, oh, Father, is she really asking what size coffee? Okay. Getting bad. So then she decides she wants a medium. And so then she's like, well, how many sugars and creams typically go? I said, oh my Lord.
That's why she on the
No, you know what? No,
couch right now.
At 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, still your fault because every single coffee place has an app that is your fault and your responsibility. I'm not going.
No. My stuff was, you can't get your stuff without paying. They got
yes,
to
you can.
ding, ding.
No, ma'am. No,
Not
ma'am.
this particular. I'm
gonna
telling
need you to upgrade your coffee place.
No, I can't. I can't. So she's sitting there just going back and forth. So she finally decided she wanted a medium. Little girl started fixing the medium. And so right in the middle of her fixing the medium, she's, oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Can I get a lot? I said, you know what? I'm about to set it off.
No, this is what you do. Prepaid card and leave it there and tell them fix my stuff and have it ready to deduct it every
moral
week.
Of the story, if you are an amateur coffee drinker, which means you don't drink coffee every day, stay out the coffee spots from 4 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday, because you will get your head bust to the white meat up in it.
Oh, she mean
that's why I just posted on the petty couch. This is why
But what I'm saying is, because we're professional coffee drinkers, we know how we want our stuff. We don't have to think about it. Yeah. We know how much it costs with the tax. We're gonna slide you a little something extra because you know who we are. You know how we like it. No, 4 to 9 a.m., stay out of there. Go to a little sandwich spot. Go to a chicken joint at those times in the morning, because during that rush hour traffic, let me tell you, you will make even a saved person start cussing at you. If you get in front of, you up in front of them and you were wasting their time. They try to get their coffee and you sitting up here in the sight.
That's y'all. Jay needs Jesus in a hug because I have coffee before I leave my house. At work that I purchased and my team knows not to touch and to make sure it's full of water when they leave at the end of the business day. So I don't have to even refill it.
Well, see, you know what? I just need people like that. Like that, the saying goes, stay in your lane. If you don't drink coffee, stay in your lane. Don't come up in those coffee spots. You know the ones, all the coffee chains.
All the good ones.
Stay out of there.
No, go to the bad ones. Just go to the bad coffee places.
I can't even send them to a gas station because that's what coffee drinkers are.
Pretty good, coffee at some gas stations and stuff.
They are few and far between.
I need them to go to a noodle shop or something like that, or a chicken spot really? During those hours. Do not go in there. No, or nobody.
Don't go to my spot.
No professional coffee drinker spot. I'm just saying, stay out the coffee. If you drink coffee,
go to McDonald's. McDonald's has really good coffee for people who don't drink real coffee.
But see, you can get your head bust up in McDonald's trying to figure out what kind of
McDonald's,
coffee.
So they don't have grown-up coffee.
But they have some okay coffee. But what I'm saying is, you get in front of me standing up in McDonald's trying to figure out if you want a mocha. What's the difference between a macchiato and a latte?
I don't know.
See, you would have to stay out of there.
No. So here's the thing. No, when E gets coffee, E goes and gets coffee with me, and I'm ahead of time. I'm like, what are you getting?
But I know what I want. I know exactly what I want. I like a really strong coffee. I know I want a large. I want it completely black, because if it's very, very strong, which is my favorite, I mean, I ain't gonna say that in because they ain't giving us no money either. But I'm gonna have my 8 French vanilla creams with that, because that's gonna cover my sugar and everything for that. Put a little cream up in it,
Right, and I'm sitting up here, and this is the devil. See, the lady talking about the coffee done got my nerves all bad. I can't even figure out what I'm doing. But all you guys, I'm just trying to help be a friendly neighbor to everybody.
J Spot is there.
J Spot is there. So if you see me coming
Get out
that
the
early
way.
in the morning, please get out the way because I want to push that. An older lady, because I'm telling you, the thoughts that I had were just
ungodly.
They were ungodly. Okay, they was ungodly. I tell you, it was ungodly. I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to take this donut and just smash it upside the side of her ear until she get up out the line.
See, my coffee place, they know what I like. Whenever I do go there, they know what I like. They know me by name. They know my entire team. And even when my team goes over there for coffee, they say, get her red eye too. And they be like, yeah, I'll get one for
Precious, they see me coming. It was my stuff was already ready. They see me coming in the door. They already
knew. So but this is the thing. This is what I don't understand. If they saw you coming, this is still your fault because you're supposed
that nuisance that was in front of me.
No, you are supposed to have an understanding with your coffee people that your stuff gets fixed. You will either give them money right then or you will give them money later because you should not have to stand behind stupid.
You all clear them up. Should you stand behind stupid?
No. You professional coffee drinkers, I know you all, please hit us up. I know you agree with me because just those times you don't even know what you want, so you don't need it. We know what we need. We need it. You may want it or have a taste for it that particular day. Time for you. It's dangerous. Those are some things.
Because thugs like this.
I'm telling you.
Thugs like this. Listen, that one over here, when our guest, when that thug come on too. These thugs will cut you.
Anybody. I don't threaten anybody. I don't
that look like, dude, if you don't get your moving on out the way, my coffee. So
all I'm saying is I'm glad that she was an able body because I'm telling you, had it been snow, I promise you, now I would have thrown a snowball at her. I'm not even gonna lie. That's just how off the track I was. And then, it kind of set my whole day because I couldn't stop thinking about the fact that she had the nerve to be up in there at that time.
Like, no, your behind didn't. You know better.
They just need to put a sign up there. If you're not a professional,
don't do it.
Don't.
They should have an express lane, smart people and stupid people.
Yeah,
that'll work.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like they have like the express checkout at Walmart.
We don't even need the express, just the ones that
smart
know what
people
you don't know what you're doing. The ones that don't.
Then if you all want some really great coffee, go down to Aaron's.
I sure wish I worked that way because I know that they would do me right.
They don't have the dumb people there. He gonna get you some coffee, get it how you want to get it done, and if you need some cream and everything, it's a station.
And it's out of the way for normal people. So you can have your little creamer off to the side and not hold up my line.
Your flavors, they even got a praline. So I'm just saying. So
I'm gonna need
next time, don't go to your digs. I'm just saying, because you might run into the dumb people, and you don't want to run into the dumb people. So go on down to Akira's 1845, right?
Right.
1845 on South State Street. I'm gonna get you some coffee, get you some pralines, get you some baby. Listen, he made some beignets. I look like the crack.
She had
baby
some of my
year.
beignets.
I had powdered
sugar.
Share
her beignets with me.
She looked like crack queen because she had powdered sugar in her hair. I had powdered sugar on my face. I thought I was Scarface up there with the powdered sugar. I swear for God, it was just powdered sugar everywhere. And they was like, Edith, you're getting beignets in your stomach. I did, but I got all the powdered sugar on my face. So props to Brother Aaron and the beignets and the praline candies. The praline candies, baby, they melt.
And at least they will, they have really great customer service. They will definitely treat you all right. However, I won't. So get out the way. I'm just like at those ungodly times in the morning. I'm not responsible for.
I'm not social.
What happens. And I'm not even typically like that. Like the way her voice was. Do you have?
Her voice got on your nerves.
Do you have? What's a smile? So how many ounces is how
many ounces of coffee is? You don't need coffee. You need to go get a tea.
Now I'm typically extra, but I promise you, I'm not even making this up. That's just how bad it rubbed me the wrong way. So you all, please, if you don't drink coffee, just like I said, a noodle shop, Boston Market, go have your piece of chicken or something.
the noodle shop ain't open.
I don't care. Just stay out of our way. All the professional coffee drinkers. If y'all feel me, you professional coffee drinkers, hit me up on Facebook and say, Jay, I feel you. Tell them to stay out the way. 6 to 9, 4 to 9, 3 to 9, 3 a.m. I'm talking about a.m.
How they have the signs in the road. You cannot turn this way during this time and that time.
Right.
You cannot turn your way into this establishment during this time and that time.
Just like y'all be blowing at me when I'm in the fast lane and I'm driving slow because it's raining and y'all blow at me. That's how I feel when you in the coffee line. So take that thought and let it marinate. That's all I'm saying.
That with every fiber of her being.
Just take that. But you are listening to the J Spot where we are strengthening relations. We are really we really strengthened you right here. I'm gonna help you. Not end up with a donut in your ear at 6 a.m. in the morning.
A little bit.
We're going to take a short musical break. And when we return, we're going to get into it.
Yes.
Sean White.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Candace.
Choose the lover. Just like I choose my coffee. I choose my lover. No, that didn't sound right. Hold on. The church mother, don't email me. Don't text me. Don't. That's how she changed. Don't
Let's not get it twisted. She gotta be a freak. A woman in the street. Let her throw up in the bed. And ain't no limitation. If we do it grown folks. Know how to climb on top and then she ride it like a rodeo. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type for sure. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. She gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a choosy lover. Hey, it's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a choosy lover. I need to feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a choosy lover. Hey, I'm very picky when it comes to my life. But when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. Said it's never easy choosing love. Now I can't stand the jealous side, 'cause I don't do the drama. Oh no, I'm a choosy lover, make a love to relieve that energy. Oh yeah, she gotta know exactly what love means. And when I show affection, she receives. I'm a choosy lover, 'cause yeah, I got a lot to give, but I'm too grown to play the game. I don't even entertain. Hey, please don't get it twisted. Freak it to the bone. When she move her body, it just gotta turn me on. She just like a coke bottle, like an hourglass, thicker than a Snicker. Gotta watch her when she has. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type of sure. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. She gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a choosy lover. Hey, it's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a choosy lover. I need to feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a choosy lover. Hey, I'm very picky when it comes to my life. But when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. Said it's never easy choosing love. Are you the one that I've been searching for? The type of girl I visioned in my dreams, babe. Are you the one that makes me happy, so happy? Yeah. The one that makes my life feel so complete, Can you satisfy my sexual desires, baby? Baby, can you? And can you be the one that's always in my fantasy? Baby, can you? Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type of sure. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. Gotta compliment my style, that's how I do it. I'm a choosy lover. Hey, it's gotta be something about her that I like. I'm a choosy lover. I need to feel something special when I stare in her eyes. I'm a choosy lover. Hey, I'm very picky when it comes to my life. But when I choose her, I'm a spoiler for life. Said it's never easy choosing love.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time.
on IntellectualRadio.com.
We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, sizzling, sexy,
Yes.
Simply E.
Hey.
And sitting next to sizzling, sexy, Simply E, we have pure, pretty, precious mind.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for recognizing the niceness that is me. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Jay. Hey, Satan.
Ladies. Hard way. Alvin is out tonight, so it's on and cracking.
Yes.
But you know what? Instead of Alvin, we have us a bombshell down here. Joining us, sister. Motivating powerhouse.
Look at her.
Powerhouse.
Double D.
Get it.
Kelly.
Yeah.
How you doing,
How
Kelly?
are you? I'm well. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Do me a favor. Tell everyone about yourself, how they can get in contact with you, and if you have any upcoming events or things going on, let us know.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I am the CEO and founder, also the senior publicist of my own company, Diamond Enterprises. That's Diamond with a Y. That's DYAMOND Enterprises, not DI. Specialize in public relations, media relations, event planning, event management. I think of also journalism. So I write for Sheen Magazine.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
As far as events, we have quite a few that are in the works currently, but they are all in Atlanta, which is where we are based from. We are expanding to currently right now. So,
okay, well, we have family out in Atlanta. We are an iHeart station, so they hear you in Atlanta. Do me a favor, tell everyone how they can get in contact with you.
Contact us by sending an email to entpr.com. Call the business line, which is 404-3807. You can leave a message, send an email, or visit our website, which is also diamondentpr.com. However, we are upgrading, so it will be back up and running, looking amazing after the 15th of this month.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much, Kelly, for joining us on tonight. You all do me a favor, go to our Facebook page and like our page at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot, and also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. You were listening to Choosy Lover by Sean White. That's S White, WYTE. The S is for sexy. He said it's for Sean, but you know, we can S White, sexy Sean White. So thank you so much, Sean, for tuning in. I thank you all.
Listen. So, you know, we were going to do like Simply E's Corner today, but I think we're going to take a note from the Petty Couch Chronicles by E. So this weekend, you know, everybody, how was you all's weekend?
Amazing.
It was great. I don't even remember what happened last weekend, so I don't know. You have to ask me a little bit later. I don't even remember.
Friday, I had an awesome time with the crew called The Kickback. We had a great time. We did karaoke, amazing time. Listen, E is a little bit of slow, and I'm cool with everybody, you know, so we're doing karaoke. We're having a great time, and this dude comes up behind me. And he starts to, my shirt was rising a little bit because deliciousness sometimes seeps out. So while deliciousness was seeping out, you know, he was trying to, hush up, Mr. Winfrey. He was pulling my shirt down to cover up my deliciousness. No, I did not know this man. So I said, okay, I'm going to let you cover up my deliciousness. So when I sat down, the dude, it was a seat next to me, and the dude decided to grab my foot.
No.
Baby,
I said, okay.
Don't worry, there's more.
All right. And then 2.5 seconds, my sock and my shoe comes off. I had a boot. I had a winter boot. And the socks come off. It's off, whatever. We're all watching the screens. My face is like, are you serious? You know, blank stare, like somebody had threw egg all on my face. And then the thought happens. He sucked my toes.
Oh,
all 10 of my toes. He had the whole foot in his mouth. Oh, I'm like, oh.
Wait, did you say you didn't know this guy?
I didn't know him from Adam. Oh, no.
And I can confirm because I heard it from another source.
I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. So I'm trying to signal the girls at my table like, toe sucking dude is sucking my toes because I didn't know him. And so they're looking at the screen, singing along with the karaoke. And I'm like shocked because I don't know you. You're not my man. You're not my dip off. You're not nothing. I don't know you, but you decided to suck my toes, which is kind of nasty and stuff. Though I had just gotten a shower and I had just clipped my toenails. So, hey, and I filed them down so they were nice and smooth and everything. So that's fine and dandy. But they hit you, toe sucker. Oh, no. So thank God I did not have to get a tetanus shot from the toe sucking, but I was very uncomfortable with the toe sucking because I was shocked. One of the girls, when they looked over and they saw him with my whole feet, both of my feet in his mouth, he pulled them out of his mouth, put my sock and my boot back on in 2.5 seconds. I can't even put my shoes on that fast. And these are my shoes. So that let me believe that
he's a pro. He's a professional.
I'm not going to put his name out there on Facebook. I did have to block him on Facebook. Lord, because he sent me a Facebook request and it's only 7 of us Edras out there. So he sent me a Facebook request. If you don't see my thing, I'm going to tell you why, sweetheart. You're in block. Thank God for the Facebook people who created the block list. I love them. If I could find you all, I may make all of you a cake because I love you all. The block list is a wonderful thing. High five to the block list.
Oh my God.
You have a dude out here that's just sucking on toes.
Sucking
toes like he's sucking neck bones.
Baby, he sucked them things. You thought he put some hot sauce up on them and just sucked it and went to town on these bad boys. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Is this really happening? I'm waiting for Ashton Kutcher to walk on out because I knew I was being punked. I knew I was being punked, but I wasn't. I was being sexually toe sucked. That's what I was being done. And it was not a turn on.
Maybe he was just hungry. He just wanted to taste the jam.
No, there was no jam because I had just washed these beautiful toes of mine. I had washed them.
Well, maybe he just wanted the flavor for dessert.
No.
Chris Bass is saying toe sucking dude.
Toe sucking dude was there. Toe sucking dude was there. Come over, sweetie. Come on over, baby. You'll understand.
Look at her face. She's like, wait a minute.
Like, what's going on? Toe sucker. So if you see this habitual toe sucker, because he got put out of another event with another group, and I found out like the next day that this is what he does. He goes to events. He sees the females that are by themselves, and the way the table was set up, it was 3 of my girls on one side. It was an empty chair right there, and it was myself. So he was like, I'm going to get these toes. And so he came on over, smiled at me. I'm like, okay, whatever.
But how long had he been sucking your toes before you decided to?
I was in shock.
Kelly.
No, I was in shock. See, that's y'all don't know me too well.
I think she liked that.
No, to know me, like I don't like stuff like that. So I'm not one that certain things. So I was just like, that was like, oh my God, like I can laugh about it now, whatever. But I was like, is this man really suck my toes? This is not real. I don't even know this dude. And this was going to be dinner for him or dessert, really, because my toes are sweet. And
okay. Right. I was just like, okay.
And when he got caught, I swear I have never put my shoes on that fast. Like that's even when you was a teenager, whatever, and you trying to get your little booty, and you hear mama and them, you heard got caught. I ain't never moved. Yeah, you was out there juicing and stuff. I ain't never moved that fast.
You was out there trying to get in somebody's stomach.
He had the shit right. You out there getting somebody's stomach and stuff. I can't tell you who had said that, but I knew who said that one. So he had put my shoes and my socks on in 2.5 seconds and tied them up. He was an experienced toe sucker. Watch out for this dude. I can't say his name. All I can tell you is he looked creepy. He looked like Uncle Fester. That's what I can tell you with a gap. So if you see Uncle Fester with a gap, watch out for him. He frequents karaoke spots out there in the south suburbs. Watch out for him because he's going to come get you, ladies, and he's going to suck on your toes.
He's not.
Yes, he will. Bring you some mace. Don't spray the mace in the enclosed place because everybody might get sick. Put something up. Put some mace on your toes.
I wear heels, but I gotta get that. You want to burn skin off the toes.
Bag of mace them toes, and then when he comes and be like, "Ooh, fresh toes," bet because toe season today was a toe day. It was 56 degrees in Chicago, so today I got my toes out, but I ain't around toe sucker dude. But today was a toe day, so. You all know springtime is coming up. That's toe season. He gonna come for you. And when you see Uncle Fester with the gap, light-skinned dude, I'm telling y'all, beware. Toe sucker is out there.
Chris, I agree. I agree with you, Chris. Chris says, Simply E, you know you enjoyed the strange toe sucking.
I did not enjoy the strange toe sucking. So you got to know me. Some things, I mean, I'm a little freaky. Yes. I hope my mama's not watching. Mama, go to sleep. Yes, I'm a little freaky. Yes, I'm freaky with my man. On a stranger, no, I'm not. I don't like to be, I'll dance with anybody because I love to dance. Yes. You're not going to kiss on me. I don't like that. Where I can't help it if my booty touches you. Like it's small.
I say that.
It's so tiny and small. See, she agrees with me.
Yeah, we're not allowed to tell her how big her booty is, even though we can be petty to ourselves and be on the Petty Couch Chronicles and be like, "Oh, my booty's clapping because I'm running." Really?
That's how you know your booty's petty. But Friday night, I got toe sucked. Monday morning, I went to go jogging with my doggy because I have something, later on that if I pass it, then I'll let you all know. But I ain't going to put myself out there right now and have egg on my face. But I went to go jogging, and I was like, God, noise. This is somebody's behind me clapping. Turned around. It wasn't anybody behind me. It was my booty.
Got to be more careful.
And my dog Chase was like,
I'm gonna need you to wear some Spanx.
Wait a minute, but speaking of Fridays though, okay, you all, we have had a date change through Valentine's Day event. So instead of screwing Valentine's Day on Saturday, February the 10th, scratch that. We're screwing Valentine's Day on Friday, February 9th at 8 p.m. That's at the Bronzeville Community Clubhouse, 3847 South on Giles. The change was not due to anything that we had any control over, so we definitely apologize for any inconvenience, but we're screwing Valentine's Day.
Screw it.
Friday, February 9th, 2018, 8 p.m., Bronzeville Community Clubhouse. Again, 3847 South on Giles. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. The link is up. Everything has been updated. Get your ticket. You don't want to miss it.
No.
We are going to have an awesome time. There's going to be grown and sexy. Okay, let's talk about the attire now, you all. I'm going to tell you. Okay, listen. Right now, if you hear me, that's because I'm trying to suck some things in, okay? And it's okay, okay? It's okay. But let's not wear those things that we know stuff. Now, you all, that stuff is from the devil. I just really, because it's just certain, we just do too much. Like,
I'm going to wear my spandex.
But it's like, if it's just all like this and it's just feeling.
I'm going to wear my Dex.
She did not do the sound effect with it too.
No, like the cloud, like the stretch pants. Like
I'm gonna wear it with some foundation because I don't like how when people wear stretch pants and they have fat. Like I have fat, and then it looks all grumpy like cottage cheese. That's not cute. That's not sexy.
Okay, and not only fat people, but flat. L-A-T, flat people, stay out those stretch pants because you look like SpongeBob. Like all that shit. It's not fair.
I am the nice one.
Let me tell you, fellas, men, please back me up because I'm doing this for y'all. Okay, this public service announcement is for the fellas. Okay, they don't like the eyelashes. Okay, the crummy, cheap eyelashes, the ones that look like the caterpillars. The verdict is in. The men don't like those, okay?
How do they look like caterpillars?
Because they don't like the one where they put the hair glue on, and when you go to the cheap shops, they're not talking about the nice mink ones that are put on by professionals. We're talking about the ones that's put on at the chicken shack. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The fellas, the men are not feeling those. I've asked them because I'm wondering what the craze is with these eyelashes.
What happened to just wearing mascara?
I was gonna say,
did I miss something?
Just don't do the extra. Just go ahead and get the mascara and keep it moving.
Kelly, it messes me up every time. I can't even have a decent conversation because
I am coming to the Screw Valentine's Day event with some lashes.
And then, I just want to know what it feels like. Half of them, like you be wondering where the rest.
Gap. Oh, that is what that is.
Yeah. So now
I thought people just had like something going on with their eyes.
Now, are we supposed to tell them that their eyelashes? I want to know, you guys, if we see somebody with these,
I'll tell you.
Are we supposed to tell them? But if both of them like that, then they know.
Maybe they was like, I'm gonna just do this right here, and then they got it like on their eyelid. Right.
I heard they like supposed to size them or something. Like I've never had them on before, so like I heard you're supposed to size it the right way, so it's like properly put on there.
See, everybody
why do you have to go through all the extra when you can just
go to the, if you paid $25 to get them done, those are the ones we have a problem with. Okay,
I like my
those.
Hold on. Again, I don't understand because a tube of mascara is what, like 8, 9, maybe a good tube is like $20. So we're saying between.
I
said a good tube. Well, because I like waterproof, and you already
but
know
you know
how I
what?
do
You don't
my
even have to
makeup.
pay that much if you buy from the booth. Well, so with that, we gonna take a short musical break. You have been listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. Thank you guys.
Okay, with y'all.
I hear this pettiness. What April talking about the lashes? Y'all know what talking about them lashes, spider lashes.
Let's go to the park and play. We can have a picnic on the grass if that's okay. Let's go to the mall. I can buy you shoes. We can do whatever you wanna do. We can talk about the past, about how things used to be. Talk about the future, about everything you see. No, there ain't no playing when the clubs come, when the lights go dim. There'll be no more talk. Don't worry, 'cause there'll be time to explain it. Use our hands instead of language. It ain't no crowd, only me and you now. Ain't no clouds, but it's fun and games when the clouds come up and we're doing nothing. Oh, when we get down, baby, when we get down, oh, baby. When we get down, let's shoot for the stars and over the moon. Whatever you wanna do, baby, let's make it soon. We've been talking for hours, and it's time we transition. Don't worry about the time, starting any condition. Let's fall apart like you never be broken. Let's create a shower. Let's get calm and soaking. When the clouds come up and the lights go dim, there'll be no more talk. When we get down, oh baby, when we get down, baby. You better learn sign language. Oh, when I get
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. You were just listening to Get Down. That's the new solo project from Phil Davis of Public Announcement. We're going to get right on down to it. Speaking of getting down to it, what do you guys think about that? And that everybody's been talking about it, the little boy with the H&M sweater. What do you all think? If that was your kid, if that was
if it could be my child, if that's one thing. One, when they even suggested that my child wear that, that means you want me to whoop your that's what you want. You just asked me, could I whoop your behind?
To my understanding, that the parents didn't know, like the parents weren't there.
But no, I'm going to be there on set because I don't trust no dang grown people around my little child.
That's my thing. I would be
there. Actually, the mother went and let everybody know that she's there consistently, and she was aware, and she sees nothing wrong with it. She feels we're overreacting. Some people will do anything for a check.
Yeah, she need a check.
Well, I mean, they were HR.
You would call my damn baby a monkey.
If they're not exposed to it, where they have enough intelligence, not calling her dumb, her smart.
Hello.
But if they don't have the to actually understand that they're disrespecting your child, because if you looked at what the other young man had on,
exactly.
Then if that's the case, reacted that way. However, put on this little king, been cutting it off.
Somebody should have slapped her.
First and foremost, you cannot use, like, first of all, I've looked at the ad. One, that color don't even match his complexion. That picture does not look good. So from an ad standpoint, because at least the little pale boy would have been cuter in the green, and then the little black boy would have been cuter in the white sweater. So if you're going to orange, whatever, I don't really care. Actually, it was three. No, it was three. It was three of them. It was three boys. It was a white one, an orange one, and a green one. It was three different sweaters.
But the black, the black, the green looked nice on the black because black can rock anything.
Well, here's the thing. Color contrast, right? You should have added some color to the pale boy.
Whoever the designer and the mama, they both should have got, and whoever dressed them, both should have, all three of them should have got their behinds whooped. And then the photographer should have got his behind whooped for even taking the picture, not saying nothing. And the mama should have got her behind whooped again. And where the daddy at? He should have got his behind whooped for not being there.
It's on a marketing standpoint of it, and I have to apologize because it's probably the PR in me. On a marketing standpoint, the whole thing was put together wrong.
Yeah.
You didn't place it properly. The colors were completely off from the person that was wearing it. I don't care whether it was a child with those colors. But either way it goes, you marketed the entire situation improperly to not care. I mean, hey, she should have worn it.
When I heard her mention her statement, I just instantly thought, like, wow. I guess our self-esteem and our self-worth and our self-pride, there really is a price for it. I guess it
like Jovan said, she wanted that check. Jovan Scott Script, like you said, you're right. She wanted that check. She did. And I'd be dang if you humiliate myself and my child. I'm not going to do that for a check. And then not even myself and my child, but who I'm representing, which is a black person. I'm not going to humiliate myself like that for a dang check. You basically sold yourself out for a check.
Do y'all think that the company paid her to agree to this, so it can go away because they feel like, okay, well, if the mom doesn't have a problem with it, then this will die over? Because I can definitely see that definitely being a PR move. Let's get the mother on board, even though she may not have even known about it, because that's not what it sounded like to me.
You know what it actually sounds like to me now that you say that? It sounds like the mom knew what the reaction would be. Exactly. And that she knew that it would be a big deal, and that she knew that would just be a secondary check that she would get. Because I'm not going to allow my child to be used by anybody.
No,
I carry. Okay, let's get this established. I don't play them. I don't play them games with my kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Like, anybody who knows me, no, I don't play those type of games, and I'm not going to allow anybody to use my child. You can die real quick.
And I definitely feel like that was one of those situations where it got national attention. So now you have celebrities and things like that reaching out. So she's about to get paid big time. So
4 or 5 times over for her on personal ignorance. This is a part of the problem. Like, we cannot people using racial issues for personal gain, for things like that. Because one, if she had I don't wear H&M. I've never worn H&M. I got too much booty for H&M. I got too many hips for H&M. No offense, whatever. I really don't care.
You stick it in a Snicker.
But my thing is this: clothing. And even if that were my child, I'm going to look and see, and I'm like, okay, that's not appropriate for my child. I'm going to step in beforehand and say, hey, this isn't a good look. Think about it, stupid. Mm-hmm. And we're going to fix it before it even becomes an issue. But for her to allow that and then to continue it and basically sit there, and now she's going to encourage it and get paid from it. So,
well, I mean, if you say it, if it's on a PR move, I wouldn't say it's a PR move on the company's part. That's what will bring in their crisis management, which is probably the worst thing that a company needs. When crisis management, that means they're in trouble. However, for the mother, yes, I could see that as a PR move, because that just gave her child a lot, which means he's going to have a lot of media coverage and a lot of media requests.
Yeah.
And when it comes to those media requests, at that point, you do need a publicist, because you cannot maintain it. Somebody that can do all those things and make sure it's right.
Well, Kelly, tell her how she can get in contact with you so she can retract that original statement that she put out and have you help her fix it up so she can come correct to us.
I will say that you can contact me by not.
When people turn,
you gotta help her. You gotta help her, sister. You gotta help her.
See, that's why.
No, you gotta. You can't leave her out there.
I'm sorry. I will let everybody know that I do reject. I don't accept everybody as a
baby. I learned.
You're not gonna help her clean it up.
No, ma'am.
Baby, you can't accept everybody as a client.
I can't represent you if I can't actually honestly say.
But now, in all seriousness, now, but what if we don't know the background circumstances for her?
Ma'am.
Still,
no, ma'am. In this day and age, people are too quick to say, "I didn't know." No better.
That she knew. She said that she Sweden, and she does not see it that way. At that point,
she's not the only black person in Sweden. There's about 5 in there.
Yeah.
And some chocolate.
Sorry, no, that still would not get it for me.
Here's
because you have enough people that are educating you at this point, and you're still rejecting what they're saying. If you call me, gladly redirect you to anybody else that does not care.
You cannot be in any type of spotlight. I don't care if it is just a kids section in a catalog. You can't be in any type of spotlight and think you're allowed to be blissfully ignorant. You can't. It's not acceptable for you to be stupid or when people see you. I don't care who you are, how old you are, you cannot be blissfully ignorant. That's what the president is for. That's his job.
So with that, with being blissfully ignorant, does size matter? It is.
Oh yes. No. I just got off of that one.
We're gonna recap from last week. Last week we talked about does size matter? That's ring size. So for all you gutter mind folks, that's the ring size. Does the type of ring, the caliber of woman that a man is dealing with, in your opinion? Just speaking, let's piggyback to this young lady.
Did you see the daddy anywhere? She did not have a ring. So
when we have situations like that, would, thinking on that type of level, should a ring matter? Should the ring size matter for someone that's, thinking along those? I'm cleaning it up.
With that one, no, ring size don't matter. Clearly, she don't really care. So no, ring size don't matter. She'll take it on a little piece of twig and stuff, and she happy and content. Put on a dollar bill. You remember back in the day in junior high when y'all used to make them dollar bill rings, and where everybody be rocking the dollar bill rings and stuff? Give her a dollar bill ring. She'd be happy with it.
Wait, Alvin just said, I just watched the video where an executive marketing investor told a popular recording artist to use his popularity to leverage the popularity of an up-and-coming artist to build his personal portfolio. I think they're doing already. That's already being done. I just don't.
I don't understand too many big words.
It's really, this stuff is really iffy. So we just got to kind of read the fine print. That's what I would say. Don't sign anything without having a professional interpret what you are signing, because a lot of times we get caught up with them commas and them zeros, but you don't know what portion of those commas and them zeros are being allocated to you. Sign it over, but then when you start looking at, well, executive this team expense that you left with about 50 cents.
I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna be done with it. Y'all saw the video of me and Momo over here doing karaoke. You saw how I dodged that camera like that? Take a picture or something of you in a situation that you don't agree with. Just hit the matrix on them. It ain't rocket science. Just cash the check at the PLS. You'll be all right. They can't get it back if you.
So does ring size matter? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. What about for you, Kelly? Let me scoot up for this. Wow, does ring size matter?
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Please tell the truth. It matters.
Right. No, actually, it depends.
On?
Who that person is.
They work.
No, the collective. Who they are, right? If it's pertaining to somebody, you know, at a and have one to give, but you ask to, no, it doesn't matter. But if it's somebody that's just like, you know, I think I like you, it might be able to work. Then yeah, it matters.
If they say I think I like you, we might be able to work.
No, that's what I would say. Oh. Not what they would say. No, let me get that
See,
right.
You know what?
That would, I mean, and that's just being honest. But you know, size has to be what matters the most, and that means you really don't matter to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does it matter to you, E?
No, it doesn't. Why y'all think I'm not a gold digger and stuff? And
you like baby winkies. You can't be a gold digger.
Right. I have graduated.
Finally,
Hunty, I have been graduated.
You got a toddler winky now.
Oh. No, I don't. One, I'm innocent. I'm not doing anything.
She's going through adolescence.
Everybody, please slide back because the electricity is about to hit.
I'm really looking for some electricity. No, I'm innocent. I don't, the size matter when it comes to ring size. I mean, right now where I am in my life, I want a stone. I don't want the biggest stone. I don't want a Whitney crack stone. I don't want that stone because you saw Whitney stone was getting smaller and smaller because that crack was getting bigger and bigger. I don't want that stone. I want, a nice size stone that I can work with, whatever. And that I know that, man, you really have, you really know who I am, what I like, and you cherish me. So let me get her what I know she's worth. Yes, let me get her this stone. And don't give me no fuzzy stone. I'm going to look at the clarity of it.
Now, can I say something behind that?
Yes.
What you said.
Mm-hmm.
Starts with either none or just a regular band. And then
that's
as
fine.
time passes,
I can deal with that.
Get something different.
I can deal with that.
Instead of expecting automatic, which is how I view it. Anything, because if I'm trying to be with you, I want to be with you, not what you have. Because the same money you put into that ring, we could put into other things.
That's you could put into some property. I don't mind that if you have the finances. If you have the finances,
I'm getting antsy,
to purchase a ring with a stone or whatever. To get to know me, then if you know me, you know that I'll accept if it's a band that you want to purchase me, I'm fine with that, because I'm blessed that you will want me. You value me enough to ask me to be your wife.
That's why I love you all.
I've been asked a couple of times.
First, let me just say hi to Michael Neal on Facebook. Hey, Tavia Free Spirit. She said, "Yay! I finally caught you guys live. I love the J Spot. We love you too, Tavia. How you doing?" Hey, Jackson. Last name because I don't want to. Okay, that's what he said. He says ring size should not matter. I do notice we as a society look at a guy with disdain if he asks the woman for the ring back after the engagement is over.
I had a friend. This is my boy. I love him. This is my big brother. Baby, that chick was called cheating or whatever. He flew down there, got that ring back. I was dying laughing, and she was not expecting that. She thought that she could have her cake and eat it too.
Now I'm with him. I mean, you can go, but the ring is gonna stay right. The ring is gonna stay right here.
No.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
See?
I can't say anything. When I got divorced, I had already lost my ring, so I couldn't give it.
I had all my rings.
So, does ring size matter? For me, it's a yes. I'm not a ring person. I'm not a jewelry person. I'm not a materialistic person. However, with that being said, yes, it does matter, because if you can't afford a nice ring, then you can't afford a nice house. You can't afford the nice stock, the vacate, all that other stuff. Listen, because you're going to have to come, but you're going to have to come with the equivalent into whatever, wherever we're going. But you're not just going to come with a grain of rice and ask me to meet, because I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it.
But I'm like this, if a little piece of nothing ring, like literally like one of those bands that you can just draw that's as wide as a pencil top, then that means your A game better be fierce when it comes to other things in that bedroom and taking care of them bills.
I don't even need your A game. I'm not even gonna be interested in your A game.
You can give me a rock, property, the whole nine. But then I'm thinking about other people when we're laying together, because it's that boring. Your head game is whack, and you know it because I've told you.
See, here's the thing. I don't one, bad, we're not going to continue to date, so you're not going to get the illusion that we're going to get married, because I don't do bad sex.
You
don't care. He better go love his mama.
Precious,
you want a cookie? Baby, you better love somebody. You ain't going to love me. You better go love yourself.
Okay, I got a question. So
no.
What if it was the type of relationship where you got married first?
No. I need a sample.
My stuff ain't bad, baby.
I'm sampling before I marry.
A trophy right here, baby.
Not.
This is A1 first place, baby.
I will not marry somebody before I have sex with them.
Back.
No, ma'am. We gonna live together before we get married. Sex before we get married. I will not be stuck with bad sex.
We have Jovan saying
it
shouldn't matter. It depends on that person's situation. You can add to a ring if the marriage is going well, but you can't take it away if it's going bad. Okay, and I'm with that. However, symbolizes in just the financial position. That's what I'm concerned about, because I don't want to go into something struggling. I'm doing okay by myself. So if I'm coupling with you, if we're not level together, then I'm not coupling with you. I can stay single. And that's what I'm saying. So it's like big rock. I don't need a big ring, but you have to bring it to the table so we can go to the next level, because I'm not struggling. I can do that by myself.
What about the man's ring? Does it matter? And the answer is absolutely it matters.
I want him to have a nice ring.
It does not matter.
Oh, yes, it does.
Why?
Because first and foremost, any dude that's with me finna be fly. If my ring is fly, he gonna be fly.
Away together.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing, though. Excuse me. Women expect for a man to hold them up here. Man, to have you up on this pedestal and all of this other stuff, but you want to treat him like trash. Hecky dog, no.
Don't be stealing my hecky dog.
Because I was gonna say something else.
Should have stolen my hecky dog.
Hey, that's better than what I was gonna say. But no, like, you cannot expect this man to treat you like a queen, and you want to treat him like your evil stepchild.
Hey, Darcy.
Like,
terrible.
Yeah, you can't do that. No, my man is gonna rock. Don't get it twisted. Like,
you will get a nice ring from me.
I would do black crushed diamonds all the way around the band with my name, and it's gonna have a GPS tracker in it.
I actually, potential husband, please do not inbox me with anything. But for my next potential husband, I actually want that. I would prefer that we have a basic ring, because what I want him to have, but he's going to want me to have.
Right.
Of course, I'm all down for the black ring. That's my love right there. A guy should match what you are,
See, I don't want a ring. I mean, me personally, I don't want a ring. So, I don't need a tracking device. I need to be able to move as I please.
Did you say
so,
a tracking device?
Girl, I don't need a tracking device on me. So
what? I used to want until, Dummy decided he was going to cheat and got caught and made a little sex tape out of it. I used to want the tattoo, Tretch and Salt and Pepper. Come on now. He got caught with that little sex tape, and they had that little tattoo ring, Infinity Forever, and their names were tattooed. And then he out there slinging a ding-lang to somebody else. I used to wanted that when I was young and stupid. But now, no, I found out marriage is not forever. Let's be real.
Mine is gonna be. Listen, you either burying me or I'm burying you. But that's the only way
I know
we
somebody
get.
who's buried too already.
First of
I think
all,
she killed
I'm
them.
not gonna say marriage is forever, but I can't say that the next marriage. This one, my past was not forever.
Right. I do want my next.
Either he's burying me,
I will say this,
or
my
I'm
next
burying
marriage
him.
will be my last marriage.
That's how we gonna.
I will say that.
So you think twice. Please don't inbox me either. I'm gonna do what Kelly did, but. You know, I'm not. That's why I'm like, I'm taking my time. I'm okay with that. So, just so that you can know, this is what you want to do. Because here's the thing: the number one question that men and women, when dating or looking at someone, you know, as a potential mate or spouse, are you done hoeing? Are you done playing the field? Because if you're not, go any further.
Are you all done hoeing?
You know what? I have to honestly say this, and I've seen it several times, and I've even experienced it. A lot of times, before I even say this, please don't comment with something crazy, because what I'm gonna say,
they're gonna come at you. Don't worry about it. They're gonna come.
But if you do, you know, whatever. Most guys sometimes get intimidated by what their woman does.
They do. I agree.
And sadly, intimidated by what their man does. So that's a lot of times what causes cheating. Or like you said, they just not done, but they don't want to seem like they're the only ones that aren't married or stable, depending on what their next move is. They have to have the image
thing now. So let me be the poster child for unstable and not ready. I will be the poster child. I have no problem with doing that because I'm okay. Listen, I don't care. People done said she gonna die with cats and all kind of.
She got a puppy now, so she not gonna die with no cat.
You know, and she drives me up the wall. You guys, that's gonna be a whole nother video. The thing, wherever you are in your life, it's your life. Own it. You single, own it. You married, own it. You cheating, own it.
You a hoe, own that.
Own it.
Be your hoe. Be your own hoe.
You know what? Now, you know, you got to take care of your bottom, because you got to take care of your South Virginia, because when you do decide to settle down, you know, it ain't gonna
smell, and
it ain't gonna be worth
nothing.
No, they gonna try to do what Scott did. Just go to the doctor and
get that rejuvenation.
To
make it cheap. If y'all can't afford a rejuvenation at the doctor, because I don't think they take public aid and stuff.
Right.
Go to the shopping nows and then let them sit on that pot and then.
And please don't, you know, go to the second hand, because you know, it's just like these people that's going for these plastic surgery, then they sticking embalming fluid in your butt and all that. Hey, just stop giving your gift box to everybody, and that'll help.
Just stop hoeing, because all of that sounds painful.
Right,
but hoeing is real.
Just stop giving your gift box away, and that'll help with.
But hoeing is real. I mean, everybody got a little hoe in them. I want to be a hoe for my
man.
I'm a freak for my man and stuff, but we all got a little hoe. So don't look at me, Miss Winfrey. You know you got a lot of hoe in you. So I'm saying, be like Santa Claus, a ho, ho, ho. But just be careful with your hoism, okay? Don't catch nothing in your hoism ways and stuff.
And don't talk to me if you're still hoeing.
And then don't be, you know.
I'm going to tell your mama.
And be mindful with your hoism, because some of y'all been hoeing so bad your breath stinks. Don't be putting everything in your mouth. That's nasty. Musty balls in your mouth. That's nasty. Don't do that. Don't do that. You want to be a hoe? Put it in one spot. The entrance spot. You know, let it out. Don't be telling him, don't put it up in that spot. Right, baby, let me put it in your mouth. No, because you're nasty. Because y'all are being hoes.
Darcy is saying I need to be on this platform like right now. Hey, Darcy. She just hashtag stop hoeing.
Should be our new rally, our march. Stop hoeing march, because hoes out there, one, they ain't loyal. These hoes is not loyal, okay?
And you wait a minute, and you gonna get old.
You gonna get old. I done seen some old hoes. That's not a cute thing. Don't be no old hoe out here hoeing and stuff. You do not have a snapback. I got a snapback, but I ain't no hoe. I'm a hoe for my man. But when you're an old hoe, it's like. That's what it sounds like. When he fall in, he literally falls in. So he gonna fall in that monkey. Don't do that. And for men, you know, when you hold too much, your thing don't even get up no more. It just don't. You gotta pop pills and stuff. That's gonna cause heart problems, because you gotta pop a pill, taking little, you know, heart medicine and stuff. Get that up, and then you can't get it down.
Commercial.
I'm just saying.
Okay. I think we need a commercial.
Darcy says hashtags hoes stop whoring.
Hoes Stop hoeing.
So if you are, listen, if you participating in, I'm gonna be politically correct now. If you're participating in that type of extracurricular activity, stop it. Knock it off. Close your legs. Hey, I don't care. Just it's your South Virginia. If you wanna
way
get
down
it
your South
right,
Virginia.
if you wanna tear it up, who am I to judge you? I'm just know I need to make sure the condition of my South Virginia
my monkey ain't
is
funky.
okay. So when that state is visited, everything can be in order.
Hello?
So with that being said, we're gonna take a short musical break,
Yes.
and when we return tonight, we're talking about the effects of you being real loose with your South Virginia. We're talking about troubled and out of control kids.
Yes.
Because you can mess around and slip up and get some unfamiliar stuff up in there. Now your kid's crazy. You're listening to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time, on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station.
On a mission. We win it, we win it, we win it. We win it, we win it. We win it, we win it, we win it. I get it, I get it. Day and night I go get it. Remember they ain't wanna listen. Now they gotta pay attention. Young, on a mission. We win it, we win it, we win it. Through losses becoming the king. God bless all the things I done seen. Suspect for murder and robbery right here on side of me, rolling the green. We all had a dream. Flip old schools to buy a house, look like a whole school. All depends if you had OGs or old fools. Big rich for bold moves, they laughed at it. Now they try to take a stab at it. They said it wouldn't last at it. Now they see promoters throw a bag at them. Rock bottom, bring the top bottom. They forgot bottom, said a lot bottom. He was not bothered, he just got hotter. And he now got a paying top dollar. Catching flights like every night. My girl scared, but the kids fed. Have matches to a real big, cause I got a hustle and a skill set. Even when it ain't seen good, ain't see the problem, I seen through it. I trust God cause I seen him do it, not cause it got a nice ring. Pay attention, started as a vision, came an addiction. Nothing in the kitchen, facing an eviction. Later acquisition, every day she tripping. I done quit my job, I was on a mission. Them little chicks I was getting barely bought the bucket that I was whipping. Man, I need a ticket, so when I pull up, they know that we win it, we win it, we win it, we win it. Saw it straight from the beginning. We win it, we win it, we win it. Pulling up in every city. Stop talking and did it. Remember they ain't wanna listen. Now they gotta pay attention. Young on a mission. We win it, we win it, we win it. We win it, we win it. We win it, we win it, we win it. I get it, I get it. Day and night I go get it. Remember they ain't wanna listen. Now they gotta pay attention. Young on a mission. We win it, we win it, we win it. Room by that big in my old house. I'm the one that you been told about. Used to roll up and they roll out. Now I'm in the city bringing hoes out. Started off in the slums. I said let my mixtape getting crumbs at the corner store right with the bombs. Lord God, look how far we come. I cut a couple off. You never find nobody. You ain't about. I made room for a win every time I lost. Now I'm in Atlanta standing on this rooftop. In Memphis eating at the blue spot. They thought I'd be stranded on Prescott. Getting pressed now. Damn pressed now. God had plans bigger than I could see. I was just trying to eat. I'm just trying to get mama away from the rats and roaches. Maybe right around the confession closet, but I wasn't ready. Now my head set it. Now my team heavy. Now I ain't the direction that we headed at. Before it was seen, we said it. We win it, we win it, we win it, we win it. Saw it straight from the beginning. We win it, we win it, we win it. Pulling up in every city. Stop talking and did it. Remember they ain't wanna listen. Now they gotta pay attention. Young on a mission. We win it, we win it, we win it. We win it, we win it. We win it, we win it, we win it. I get it, I get it. Day and night I go get it. Remember they ain't wanna listen. Now they gotta pay attention. Young on a mission. We win it, we win it, we win it. We win it, we win it. We win it, we win it, we win it. I get it, I get it. Day and night I go get it. Remember they ain't wanna listen. Now they gotta pay attention. Young is on a mission.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time, on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. You just heard we winning, we winning, we winning. Il Deuce is from, and I'm going to say it right, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So shout out to Il Deuce winning out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Thank you so much. You hear Jaye. We all kicking it. We are known affectionately as Three the Hard Way because Alvin is out. He's he's trying to keep control of us on the Facebook and stuff. It ain't working. But go to our Facebook page. Follow us on Facebook at the J Spot. Also follow us on Twitter at J Spot Radio and follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. You all, Friday, got to get the date. Friday, February 9th, 2018 at 8 p.m. Please join us for our Screw It Valentine's Day event. Now listen, if you're single, boo, you were dumped around out that you were the side piece or you were the other person, or they bought you a small ring, whatever the case is.
His winky was small.
It be that way.
Whatever the reason is. Oh, and fellas, let me help you out. You went to sleep. Y'all went to sleep. You woke up. She was looking totally on the sheets, and it wasn't really her. So it's like eyelashes had done came out. She took the waist trainer off.
Or you went to sleep and left your phone unlocked, and she done hacked it and done know your mama phone number and then text everybody in your phone.
And you know what? I just have to give it because the fellas be thinking I'm biased. So fellas, you are not the only, you are not the only one. So I'm gonna help you out. Yes. So eyelash. Oh, she took off the combo. Let me get you with this one. The waist booty combo.
I don't have that problem.
So she was packing and stacked. So she was slim in the front and it was sticking all up at the back. Mm-hmm. Then you wake up in the morning and she's SpongeBob. See, that be y'all fault though. Y'all need to check that out before y'all stop drinking. Check that out. You want to? That's why you got to slow dance, and that's why we will be slow dancing at the Screw Valentine's Day event. So you can just take her and just kind of just so you can make sure
she's available.
No, I'm not.
Mean every word she said.
No, I'm not. I'm taking. So that you can. Oh, I got some booze that I got lined up. So y'all hit me up and stop acting stupid now so we can get this thing cracking for you. I'm just please slow dance with them so that you can, caress them like you used to, do all that so that you can make sure everything is everything. I'm just going to say that. Because if you get home and you get caught, that's your fault. Because that means you wasn't slow dancing at the J-Spot event. You wasn't slow dancing at the Screw Valentine's Day event. Now you done got caught up with somebody. You got caught up with SpongeBob. That's your fault. But join us Friday, February 9th at 8 p.m. 3847 South on Giles. Tickets are available on Eventbrite, or you can go find the tickets on our page, the J-Spot. What's up, Precious? We full of issues tonight.
We've had a lot going on this show tonight, you guys. We have. One thing I'm gonna do this thing called the Precious Letters, is what I'm gonna call it. I've been doing this show for a couple months now, and I always get people who inbox me, and they ask me questions, and y'all know I'm not the best person to ask for advice, but y'all do it anyway. So I am going to share with you one of the things, and especially because this one kind of goes along with our topic for tonight. So this was from one of our group members. I've been watching the show for a while now, and I wanted to get your take on my current situation. I'm currently seeing a guy, and I truly feel like I'm ready to introduce him to my children. What do you think is the best way to do this? And should I introduce him to my children's father as well?
What?
And you asked me, you should have inboxed them. She would have inboxed y'all if she wanted your opinion. Mm-hmm. Okay. So
she just do as
yes, I did. Now
let me sip on this water.
Here is my opinion. Is abso-freaking-lutely introduce him to the ex. Because one, I want to know whatever heifer is going to be around my children, period and point blank. Because if I got to cut you, I need to know what you look like. Okay. You can't cut somebody you don't know what they look like. So you need to meet them.
Be like Freddie, come up in their dreams.
Now, again, yes, absolutely. I feel like you cannot have a productive co-parenting relationship if you guys effectively. The one time that I allowed someone to meet my children is we all just went out to eat. Kids greedy because they're my kids. So me and the kids went out to eat, and I had the guy come and he met us there. And I did actually let my ex-husband know, hey, I'm going to let so-and-so meet the kids. well, you don't think it's too soon for that? I was like, you really don't get a vote here, but right thing to do. Because I feel like those parents, especially when you're co-parenting and it's your children, you have a right to know who's going to be around your kids. So I think, yes, let that person meet the kids. And the best way to do it is over whatever your kids enjoy. That's what I say.
I like that. You all, what do you? Because
that's why
you all, what do you all think? Should this young lady introduce her children and to the guy and to the ex? Should she introduce? So my question is, are you guys in this relationship? Are you in a relationship? First, let's figure out what we're doing.
She's with him and she feels like she's ready. So, well, here's the thing. One, Steve, I don't do the meeting my kids thing. Like we practically married before you gonna meet my kids. But for again, but he's different. You're different.
Background check.
Be different. But again, we're all different. So my thing is, hey, if you feel like you're at that level, you're at that point with whoever this person is, hey, by all means. Which again means I need to meet you first before you meet my children.
See, but it goes back to a post that I posted earlier. I don't know, was it today or yesterday? Some women just think they're in relationships when they really are not. So
they're relating something.
Before we even take it that step to, meet, it's some more questions because the thing that stuck out to me was I feel or I think.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't even had that. The foundation ain't even secure before we even start.
She don't know what she is.
Right.
She don't know what her placement
so
is. So
that's
title.
why I would start off with that. Like, let me figure out what's going on with us first. And then kind of, but me personally, I want to meet your kids. I'm sorry. I don't want to meet your kids. I don't want to meet your mama. I don't want to meet the dog. I don't want to meet nobody. That's just me.
Like
but how y'all feel? This was precious stuff. So
if we got into the point where, okay, say we're in a relationship and you feel that you want to meet my children, that means that you're ready for me to run that background check on you. Because like I've said before, if you give your employer your personal information, you don't even know if you're gonna get that job or not. You apply or whatever, you give them your information or whatever. Even if they tell you might get the job or you might have a second interview and you done gave them your whole social and everything, and they'll tell you, you know what, we found somebody else qualified. So you've given this person your information, you've given the person that you're trying to rent an apartment to or get a potential house to all your personal information. Then I don't need your personal information. I just need your first and last name because I'm going to run that background check and see what kind of criminal background that you have. And that's good and great and dandy. If you've already told me what's going on in your background, wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm still going to run it because you want to be now in my children's. Mm-hmm. It's one thing if me and you are kicking it or whatever, then that's just me and you because that doesn't have to include my children. But now you want to really be that man in my life. And now that means I have to introduce my children. I have to run a background check on you. And if I see in your background that you have been playing with children, pedophile, whatever, you done did some rapes and stuff in your life or whatever, you done beat down your wife or whatever, you got a wife and you're not telling me, it's okay. Guess what, sweetheart? I'm going to leave you right where you at. I don't give a whack if the dingling was wonderful. I'm okay. I have a great imagination. I could come off the air. I'm okay.
I love I love dingling.
Well, we have Tavia. Tavia from Facebook is saying, for everyone, trust me. So what exactly doesn't work for everyone, Tavia, so we can understand? Are you talking about the meeting?
I think she means the meeting of the exes. And again, y'all, anybody who watches this show regularly knows I'm a huge advocate for parenting. Okay. If you can, then you have to respect each other. And that's a part of effective co-parenting. Now, it has taken me and my children's father to get a very long time to get to this place to where we can communicate. He was blocked for like 2 years.
We're gonna raise the offering for Kelly down there. Kelly, come on, baby. What do you have to say? What do you have to say, Kelly?
In advance.
Praise him.
Babies are on my page. I have to say this in the.
There you go. There you go.
We'll stop about that.
Wait, do we need some coffee for this, Kelly?
I need a pot. That other person's significant other. We have a relationship with him. But let me tell you when it's not. When that other person that you just introduced that you dipping or whatever you doing with, even if you marry them, they think they become the parents is when there's a problem. When they think that they have a lot of say-so because they met your child, with your child, or whatever, they may visit. That's when it's a problem. See, because a lot of times what happens is,
yes, don't be hitting on the table and stuff. You can't be cursing. It says no profanity right there.
No, I'm not. I got it. I promise. I think at a certain point, ready for that person to actually meet not only her ex, but to have him meet her children. They have to have an understanding that are not replacing that parents. To meet them doesn't mean that you are automatically there now, whatever. I think a lot of times they get confused because some people, and I've seen it unfortunately, whether it be a man or a woman, they introduce that other person that's now in their life to their children, get their mind prepared to say, oh, your mom.
I'm with Michael Franklin. I'm with Michael Franklin on Facebook. He's saying, I don't want to meet your kids if we're just dating. So I need to see if there's a future between us. I'm with you, Michael.
Well, here's the thing, you guys.
We're not doing all that.
Some of y'all new, so y'all don't know no better yet. Let me help you out. Okay. You don't meet my kids until you matter. You don't know my address until you matter.
I know it all.
Shut up. And again, so when you ask my opinion, I'm giving it to you from my standpoint. Live it until we done live it. I know where you live, your mama live, your ex-wife, your kids. I know your credit score. I know your previous address, your previous place of residence, what college you went to. I know what your GPA was when you graduated college, if you went to college.
Who hit the wow button in the sad face?
So we have.
The thing is, don't play with me because again, when it comes to my children, I'm about that life, and I got people behind me who are about that life.
I can't argue with that because I can honestly say the main have we're not together. I still know their social.
So now we have Tavia Free Spirit. She's saying the meeting of the exes. Everybody's not doing the Will and Jada show. We can still co-parent without you knowing who I'm dating. Only if it gets serious, like marriage, then they should meet. So with that being said, tonight, troubled and out of control kids. You all, if you have a story or, you've been in this situation
y'all know the bad children,
and you would like to share what type of help, we're looking for resources, what type of resources that you all use, please call us at 708-223-8953. Again, our number is 708-8953. Have you ever dealt with an out of control child?
Yes.
How did you deal with them?
I told my ex-husband, this is before we had got married, one of his daughters was just so disrespectful, and I don't do disrespectful children. And I told him if we ever got married, I know me, I would want to punch her in her mouth because she was a teenager and she was about 16 at the time. And I know me, I don't deal with disrespect. And my children were little. They were like 3, I think, 2 and 3. Little 2 and 3-year-olds under control. And I'm cool with teenagers. I'd be dang if I allow your disrespectful child to say anything to me out of pocket. Now, she can talk to you however she chooses, but you're not going to talk to me like you lost your rabbit behind mine.
Say no profanity.
I have rabbit donkey mind because I'm not the one. I'm just not that one.
See, here's my problem. Your child is not going to talk to you any type of way if my children are around to observe your child being disrespectful. Because what's going to happen is my children are going to pick up the bad habits of your ignorant child, which is going to lead to me and you having a problem and your baby mama having a problem. So if your child is rude and disrespectful, I'm going to need you to go stay with your baby mama and don't talk to me because we're not going to have it. And my children will tell you, you bad.
No, to get off the show.
So now let me ask you all this. Because it sounded like and out of control. Are those? Is that the same thing? Disrespectful and out of
Because
control.
you were disrespectful, then you clear you're out of control. I can't even get my lips to act right. You know, they all about my way. Yes.
My son, and Edra, you know this. My son is socially autistic. Means is my son he has an extreme sense of right and wrong. My son believes that if you have to hit or be hit, you are stupid. If you boy push him, little boy a hug and told him, that's okay, baby, you don't know any better. So again, I say disrespectful, that will rub off on my children. You're not gonna be around my kid acting crazy, because my son gonna tell your son, you stupid.
So
and
now
they fighting.
So now what causes some kids to become
parents?
I disagree to a certain extent.
What?
But
over there.
I can honestly say, well, I mean, depending on what they see, yes. However, I've actually seen a lot of children that are disrespectful, not necessarily out of control, but they are disrespectful, and their parents are not. Their parents are, just the opposite. They're very sweet. They're very loving.
But their parents allowed it. You know that you got a little bastard for a child.
That's what I'm.
You know that.
What I mean, a lot of children become that way because they do it and they want to try it, or they may not even do it around their parents. They know that they will get either in trouble, knocked out, and they'll try somewhere else out in the street because they're with their friends or quote unquote.
Kobe, let me check you real quick, sweetheart.
Snap.
Kobe says when daddy's home, kids are respectful. Kobe, that's not a smart statement, love.
I like what Kobe said.
It's not smart.
I like what Kobe said.
No.
That's not a smart statement.
No,
it's
not. Question your intelligence, Kobe.
So wait,
Thank
so
you for
why
tuning in,
are
Kobe.
some kids, so here's the thing, why are some kids so hateful and bitter? I mean, you have some hateful
that was the bad batch
here.
that you should have wore a condom on when you was creating that one. That's when you should have just said, wait, no, pull out, because I feel something and it's not right. Pull out, shoot that way. Don't you come in, baby. No, to get up off of this feed.
Because what about the kids that's out there that are out here shooting and fighting and killing? You see this stuff, so it's like disconnect somewhere.
You know. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's actually a story. It was a year and a half ago. There was a young boy in Atlanta. He ended up kind of going crazy. Unfortunately, they were assuming it was his parents, but they ended up finding out that his parents had died in the house, and he was still in the house, telling anybody, and he ended up just going crazy.
Well, that would make anybody crazy.
Well, no, the thing was, so he went to school, he was making great grades, everything, but because he started getting bullied, and a lot of things start happening, and then he's going to a house, nobody to talk to, and there, it's unfortunate, and I think it was only on the news for like a day.
And my thing is, and that's a very unfortunate situation, and that's a very rare and isolated situation. But you got these children up, you got these jokers. You can ride all up and down Chicago Avenue on this west side right here,
or the south side.
Honey, you're gonna see them. Side. Their problem, like, why are they there? How did they get to that
there
point?
Because honestly, unfortunately, they're locked up or whatever. Mom is working or mom is not there, and children are raised by. I'm being honest, because I know what my
Facebook,
crew,
you all tell us what you all think.
I have an 18-year-old. My 18-year-old right now is at the house. I don't allow him to, and though I'm working right now, but I don't allow him to. You're not gonna run my house. If you feel that you want to run my house, then it's time for you to leave.
Here's what
the rich ones.
Well, they don't count. They just need their butts full. That's special. No, they spoil like some bad milk. Let me say this. Anybody who knows me personally, y'all know the crap that I've been going through with my children in their school in Chicago public school districts. And you also know that I pulled my children out of Chicago public school districts or school system, whatever it's called. I don't know. I don't really care. So let me say this. Come to find out, the last incident that my children had, my son had, is what to light. My son was in class being bullied. Family of hoodlums, and they mama hoodlums, they cousins hoodlums. It's a whole breed of them. That's a whole little nest, and they all live together. And this is what I found out.
Sometimes hoodlums live together.
Yeah, they do, and it's genetic. So I'm gonna need you to stay in the.
And Precious, you're bringing up a good point. So what happens in that particular situation? Let's say that the mother was not a hoodlum, just to piggyback on that. When she's tired of with those hoodlum children and she put them out.
Police report and put them on the system.
Yeah, but then they're still in the street.
Right. And that's the thing. So it's like, how do we fix this? Because, okay, so now they're disrespectful at home. And
the dangerous thing is, when you try to approach these teenagers, there is the fear, because you got a lot of violent teenagers. They have this fearlessness of them, and so they don't know how to be respectful because no one has taught them, nor no one has given them the time of day to even be friend to them. So they put up this, they have this fight in them. They have this, I don't care, you coming to attack me, so I'm going to attack back or whatever.
I'm gonna get you first.
Exactly. So they have to be fearless and just approach these children, and then give them the respect too, so they can respect you back, and just try to be as sociable with them and respectful to them as possible. They'll give you that respect back.
Can say I'll never say that someone's bad behavior can't be changed. I always believe that somebody's changed in some way, shape, or form.
So can having out of control kids ruin a relationship or marriage?
Yes. What about doing little bad children and stuff, and you just, my children? No, you know what? Take your little raggedy children.
I'm gonna tell you, like I told my ex and his
when
child.
Your child cross my threshold, they become my child.
Yes, I beat children. If I beat mine, I'm gonna beat yours. I mean, that's just what it is.
I'll tell you, like I told my ex, his child, and his baby mama. Y'all can all go be together away from me.
I'm ignorant.
Look, see, my thing is this. I'm a very, very direct person when it comes to my children. Actually, I'm very direct anyway, because my tolerance and I'm an only child. We'll use it as an excuse today. I don't have the patience to sit and play with people. Smart and ain't ugly.
Jay, what you think? Do you think these little bad children can ruin
a certain level of stupidity?
Can ruin these relationships?
For a long time, I never really dated. First of all, look, I have some selfish, petty. I'm just it's just some reasons that and I own my stuff, so I'm like, I'm not even gonna sit up here and try to pretend like, oh, I'm gonna be, Mary Poppins and insert Jay into your. Listen, I have one child for a reason. And for a long time, I was just always, I never wanted to deal with a man that had kids. But now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, well, shoot, I done lost about 20 eggs coming up in here. So I'm not having any more kids. So now I'm a little bit more tolerable to a certain extent, but I don't want to deal with men that have kids because of all of this. And you guys, karma is real. We were horrible stepchildren, my siblings and I just always knew to get back everything that we did. We were getting it back. So I never, wanted to be in that position, because we just did some off the chain stuff. Mom, if you listen, you already know. But we did some off the chain stuff. And so I just never wanted to be in that position. Plus, I never wanted to be baby mama, the second wife. I just have a problem with being number two in anybody's life. So, that's a whole other selfish reason. However, I do own mine. I own my craft. I just have a problem with being number two for anything. So I won't make a good side chick. I won't make a good second wife. I won't make a good, no. Just does something to me. I don't want to do any of that. So for a long time, I didn't want to deal with men that have kids. Now it just depends. If I meet your child and I feel like your child is the devil or your child is Rosemary's Baby, I'm not gonna be able to deal with the situation.
I agree.
I'm not gonna be. I'm sorry.
I tell
grown,
people all the
especially
time.
grown ones.
Oh,
like
I'm not
we're
gonna
the
deal with
same.
your grown child.
She ain't my mama, and this, honey, I don't want to be your mama because I could never give birth to something like you. Now, see, now I'm wrong.
I didn't have that problem when I had.
Now you wrong.
When I had gotten married, like when the twins, like my twins, the twins that I had was their stepmother too. When they first met me, they gave me a big hug and everything.
Right? See.
They gave me a big hug. They were like, "Oh my God, you're so nice," and blah blah blah. And this is before we even got married. I think this was like the first date that me and my ex had or whatever. The children that he kind of liked, the favorite ones, which were the twins. And so when my stepdaughter met me, I mean, she just embraced me. I love this girl to this day. And though we're no longer together, when we went out, she would say, "This is my mom." I'm like, "Girl, don't say that. This is my friend, or something like that." I would never call her my daughter because, two, she was like 6 years or 7 years younger than me. Shut up. I like old men.
Apparently with baby Winkies, apparently. So
they
like old
was
baby
nothing
Winkies.
small and that.
And see, yeah, so for me, that would make not a good situation for me. It just depends because, like I say, sometimes I could just, don't get to the kids level. Forget that, okay?
Right. Like I'm
going in. Like I say, I've been told you I don't want to be your mama. Good. Your mama ugly. All kinds of stuff. Now
so
you gonna go tell your mama that
my ex stepdaughter, she came to me one day and she was like, "I just want my mom and my daddy to be back together." I said, "Baby, here go the keys."
See, right now it's like a whole big
you being petty. Both of y'all being petty. She gonna get the child back the keys.
Is that petty?
That's not petty.
When she get the child the keys.
So to call to tell if they mama ugly when she really is.
If she ugly, just be like,
no. If she ugly, just tell her you look like your mama.
But then you have to question the father for laying with her. Why did you lay with this ugly woman? Was it because you were desperate? Was it because that she had some good monkey? What was the reason that she?
In my case, it was a one night stand.
And then I would want to know. So it just depends on it. It just depends on the man.
Kobe said, if the system isn't broken, why are they taking away the proper way of discipline? And that's true. The system is broken because nowadays you cannot even discipline a child in the school, depending on the school system. I think up here in the Chicago school system, you all don't do corporal punishment. When I grew up down in Mississippi and stuff, we believe in corporal punishment. So, and then we had a good rapport with the my mom knew my principal, and it wasn't like it was a small school system. We had a large school. Our band had 300 members in our band. So our school was very large, but my mom knew my principal. I used to ride to school with the principal's wife and everything. The teachers, everybody knew everybody and stuff. And I'm not even from there, but it was that sense of family. Like Michael Franklin said, it takes a village, and it does take a village to raise these children. And if you give up on these children, then think about it like this: deal with what these days push out of them. So if they're bitter and evil, then their sperm and their seed is going to be a bitter and evil seed. And your children have to deal with that bitter and evil seed. So it's better to try to grab these children up now, try to mentor them. You don't have to mentor all of the children, but at least grab one child you take in, and you can change that one child. That one child got influence on many.
So who should be chosen? Scenario: you have a teen child or a preteen, 10, 11 years old, relationship, you're married, not their kid. They're just so out of control. There's havoc every day in the house, arguing, fighting. Do you choose that child or you choose that relationship?
This is my man. This is my children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm choosing my children. I'm gonna have to let you go. See this madness, and you constantly stressing me out.
No, it's the kids.
Who?
The children that are out of control. The children are causing this.
Oh, no.
So the kids, they tearing everything up in sight. They getting in trouble in school. They stealing. Every time you turn around, they going to jail. They out there gang banging. They out there selling drugs.
First, I'm gonna ask them for a dime bag, and then I'm gonna beat them raggedy. That's what
I'm like,
but it's the reality. So you all please call in or hit us up on Facebook, because I really want. There's so many people that are dealing with these situations. How do we help them? The number is 708-223-8953. It's real. As I said, just ride through any urban areas. You see them. They're out there. Their parents were fed. Their people fed up with them. They out there in them streets.
Community is the reason why the kids are the way they are was raised by the whole block we lived on. The elders were the law, and which that's true,
Right.
but it's different now because the elders are not elders, quote unquote. The elders are like 25, 30,
Right. You can't
grandmama
be
is
35.
32 and stuff, great grandmama is 45. There are no elders, and the elders are dying off, and that are now are afraid too because these children have gotten so out of control.
Or they done broken their house 2 and 3 times.
So should the parents send the kids away?
You
The out of
can't
control
way because you can't afford to. I mean, and then you don't know, like if you do have an out of control child, and if you don't know, there are Black free boarding schools. Piney Woods is one of them. It's an excellent boarding school down in Mississippi. Check it out. It's a free boarding school, whatever. If you are having disciplinary problems with your children, check out these boarding schools because sometimes you may not be able to raise these children up right because you just don't know. There is no book properly on how to raise your children.
That's true.
And then you have to include the fact that they have this thing going on that if you even threaten to discipline your child, then
I will beat you in private.
Like, unfortunately, the lady who spanked her at the Walmart, and she's doing what?
Spanked them around white people.
No, and see, now here's the thing.
In her car, and somebody drove past and saw it.
And then I would have got them people's plates who drove past me and saw them because we're going to ride up on you. If I got to go to jail, trust and believe, I'm going to go to jail for a reason.
Now, y'all know I always have online sources and facts and stuff like that. I got nothing tonight.
Why you ain't got no sources?
I looked up in the crap that they were recommending. Like, okay, wait a minute. This dude, 6'2", he 11 years old. He toting a gun. He's selling that dope. And you telling me to reach out and hug him and tell him it's gonna be okay.
Let me explain something to you.
Wait. First, wait.
Kobe,
that's not what the Bible says. The Bible does not say spare the rod or spoil the child. It's a reason behind it. It's more to that. It's when you do spare the rod or spoil the child, that child becomes a bad seed. Read the rest of that whole parable. It's not just spare the rod, spoil the child. No, because you're creating something that is not a good fit.
So what do we do? So where do we send them? I mean, do you put them out the house? Okay, so now they're out there on the street doing the same thing that they were doing under your roof. What do we do? Do we just, okay, so now they're just out there being left to be a menace to society. So now all these innocent people are being hurt because now you ain't got nowhere to stay. You're mad, you're bitter. Now you're shooting up folks, doing all kinds. How do we fix this?
I think a big part of it is, kind of like everybody else said in is that you have to show kids love, man.
You do.
I'm not a very forgiving person, so I'm gonna start with that. I don't forgive you. I really don't, and I don't care. But I think that to children, you have to be able to give them at least that first chance. It's ignorant. There's no nice way to say it. When you come from an ignorant family, you don't know any other way, and it takes sometimes for you, child who doesn't live like you live, to see, oh my God, everybody's not like this. Everybody's mama don't beat them for breathing. Everybody's mama ain't laid up with the next dude on the couch when I come home. Sometimes, especially our Black kids, they have to see that side to life.
But that's the thing. Like, we all, even in this feed, we all talk about certain things that we have to do and what should be done. But how many of us on this panel and even in this feed are actually doing those things?
I tried.
Absolutely, because it's like it's so many kids, and I know some personal situations where it's just like the kids, they get to a certain point. A lot of them are raised by single mothers, and you have these boys, not all of them, but some of these boys, and they feel like they can do whatever they want to do. So then at that point, do you put them out? Do you put them in a mental hospital?
Jail is not the answer.
Because that's what they're doing.
All the mental hospital is going to do is just dope these children up. And then after they dope these children up, they're going to let them loose on the street. Like when Chicago shut down the mental health communities and the mental health hospitals. And what did they do? They unleashed these people, and unfortunately, they didn't give them the proper treatment that they needed. And now they're homeless and stuff, and they don't know any better. So you can't send them away to these mental facilities. One, you have to constantly be a reminder to your children. You have to constantly talk to them. I can't lecture to you one time and tell you what's right and what's wrong. And then that's it. I have to constantly tell you because like I was taught, I was raised up in the Nation of Islam. A reminder is a blessing. Constant reminder to these children, they're going to get it. They may not get it right then and there, but when the rubber hits the metal and then they see that, oh man, I done messed up, they're going to remember that reminder that you have said to them constantly over and over and over again. And now it's not on you, it's on them.
So is a parent ever wrong for putting their child out? If they 9 years old, 10, whatever, teenagers, they just tired of dealing with your mess, they come out. Is a parent ever wrong for putting them out?
I left at 16, so no.
That's young. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No.
I feel like one, you should never as a parent physically put your child out until they hit, and until they're like 15, 16. I feel like the first time you try to boot up at me like you gonna do something, then you need to understand what life is. But when they're little, abandoned, because that's called child abandonment.
But you got these little children of the corn up here bucking up at their parents. You got them up here fighting. When
you buck up at me, and if you're that age, I'm sorry, you feel like you want to buck up at me, and especially guys, they start to smell themselves.
Yeah,
you had your little first piece of booty, you done smelt yourself, and if you feel that you're gonna buck up at me, and yeah, you're a little stronger, you believe that, and if I feel that I'm not strong physically to get you, knock the hell up out of you.
But here's the thing: when you put that child out, more than likely, especially like you said, they done got their first little piece of tail. This is what's going to happen. And I've seen it too many times. They're going to go get some more tail. They're going to lay up and make a baby. And then they're going to end up staying at home with the little girl's mama because she's ghetto too. And then your son is caught in that cycle of ratchet.
But if you've taught him, then that is on him, and you should not allow that to be on yourself if you taught him properly. Now, if he chooses, because sleeping with someone, that's a choice. She didn't fall up on the ding-a-ling. You didn't fall up in the cootie-coo. You decided to stick your thing up in there unprotectedly or whatever because it felt good to you. So that was a choice. And you know that your parent, your mother, your father, they have constantly been nothing but a parent to you and have taught you over and over and over again, not just told you one time, but they have been a reminding blessing to you. So you choose to make these little babies, these little bastard children, that's on you. Jesus, that's on you. And you can't get mad at the parent now because you out here stuck like Chuck. You chose to be stuck like Chuck.
One thing I want to say before we go is something that I see all the time that bugs me to no end is when men, especially these black men, they love to say how, oh, well, the child is bad because you're a single parent and you don't need a man. And then we have these black women who like to throw black men under the bus. Well, if you was in your child life, you know what? I don't believe in all of that. I believe that, like you said, there are some kids that are just bad seeds, just like there's some bad people in the world. It just is what it is. But I also believe that a person receives love. You know what I mean? And especially a child. A child is open to love until you show them otherwise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I show my children nothing but love, and this is, again, a part of the problem that we had moving here. My children didn't know what it was to be jealous of other kids. My children didn't know what it was to want stuff and just to be angry and bitter, because my children understand love. She will give you a hug. My me about this fool right here
because I'm innocent.
And just to piggyback on what you're saying, Precious, that's so key. Your kids are being taught like that, but your kid is in danger because we have all these other kids that are not being taught like that. So they get to the point where they're so out of control at home that now the parents have put down our pressure. Now the other babies that are doing what they're supposed to do.
Children.
But if you honestly,
how do we fix that?
When you see that other child, and though those other children were hoodlum children that said something to your children, because I've done it with children who have tried to come to my children incorrectly. I've grabbed that child and put them to the side. Like my son decided to defend his sister because some boy grabbed her behind. And I pulled that boy to the side and I asked him, if that was your mother, how would you feel? Unfortunately, his response was, I don't care about her. That's on her. And when we did have a meeting and stuff, and the mother tried to go off on me because my son punched the boy in his mouth and busted his mouth all up. And the mother was like, I don't appreciate your child busting up my son's mouth. And I asked her, I told her, well, your son, I asked him, how did he feel if that was you, if someone touched your behind? And when I told her his response, that he said that, and he said at the table, yeah, I did say that. She asked me and I did say that. The problem is, leave that room and just, negate how I felt about that little boy. I talked to him afterwards, because if you just pass it by and say, oh, well, that's on them, whatever, now you just allowed this child to continue spewing out all this bull crap to other children, and they're going to, they're going to get some of that energy. But if you at least put some type of whispering goodness or whatever to this child, of some type of knowledge or whatever to this child, maybe he'll start to think about other children. He messed up that first time, even the children that were picking on your children, they messed up then. But later on, if you pull them to the side and let them know that's not cool, don't do this to somebody else, because what if this were your brother, your sister, blah, blah, blah.
Just sum everything up, like, we are losing alarming rates. So parents, don't be your kid's friend, okay?
I know that's right.
All this clubbing and all this other stuff, take the time to be with your babies. Because sometimes before they get to the point where you got to put them out, step A through B.
Yeah.
You done missed all that because you wasn't there. So if you chasing behind these guys, if you chasing behind these females, and you got kids, you got to put that on lock, because you had your chance. So now you have to focus on your babies. You have to be involved in their lives. You have to show up in their lives. Stop introducing them to everybody. Everybody. Every week you got a new boyfriend, you got a new girlfriend. Cut all it out. Because here's the thing. Like once they lose respect for you, it's a wrap.
They don't have it for themselves.
Cut all that, letting them listen to all of this music, and then when little Tookie he cussing at 2, but he don't know his ABCs. Having somebody that's going to be out of control, you better stop that. It's not cute. The stuff that we take for granted, stop that. Parents, show up. We got to take the time, because this system ain't playing with you or me. So with that, I want to thank you all so much for joining us. You have been listening to the J Spot. I'm your host, Jay. This is Simply Eve. That's Pretty Precious Bonner. We had our guest for tonight, Kelly Webb. Thank you so much.
Make sure you go down to 1847
45
South State Street to Akira's Pralines Candy Shop, and make sure you come out on February the 9th at Screw Valentine's Day, okay?
Screw it. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for joining us.